Hello, my name is Ryan Gomez, and I'll be talking to you about stretching and hydrating and the proper techniques of, doing both of these while you're working out. My overall targeted audience is those that are 18 years or older and that are working out at the gym and that don't have the proper, technique for staying hydrated and stretching. The importance of stretching. Number one, it protects against injuries. That's first and foremost. Um, you know, Other things that stretching can do is help joint range, as well as the range of motion within that muscle, which helps overall with athletic performance for the individual. It also decreases the risk of activity-based injuries. So let's just say, like, if I wanted to go bench, and I would need to stretch my chest out a little bit, my arms and my shoulders, just to make sure that all muscles are warmed up and that they're ready to go for the proper activity. Stretching the muscle will help blood flow become easier to the muscles, and also it helps oxygen reach those muscles faster, which creates a better output for your workout. Proper stretching technique is not always a warm up. The possibility of hurting cold muscles when stretching is a great factor, and it's a big factor. So you should always do a warm up run just to make sure everything's warmed up, all the muscles are warmed up in your body, and then do some other exercises along with it. But always stretching after that run is a good idea. To strive for equal flexibility in both halves of the body is not only important, but you shouldn't really go for the range of motion in half of your body, because you really can't get the range of motion anywhere unless you have flexibility in your muscles, and that's the first thing that you should worry about. Focusing on a major group of muscles, so you got to focus on your legs for leg day. You got to stretch your calves, your quads, and your hamstrings. Make sure to hold the position of the stretch being initiated to get the maximum flexibility of the muscle. So holding it for 30-45 seconds is a good amount of time to make sure that your muscles are fully warmed up. Stretching techniques, the do's and don'ts, the don'ts, do nots of stretching techniques. The do, stretch what is used more. So that goes in the next bullet of helps to stretch muscles used in a specific activity. For example, the sport of soccer, the athletes are inclined to have hamstring injuries because they're running all over the freaking field. And so once you're running all over the field, you're going to have hamstring issues if you don't stretch properly. So you got to stretch those muscles to make sure that everything is good to go. Do not bounce. It is ridiculous that athletes bounce because it could probably tear your muscle if you're not careful. So that's a bad habit to do. Aiming for pain. Don't always aim for pain, because that's not a very good idea to have pain when you're stretching. But expect tension in stretching. So, that's where you feel the burn a little bit when you're stretching out your legs, like that girl in the picture. I can never do that. That's probably got to have some sort of burn. But if I did that, I'd probably tear everything in my groin. But, feeling the pain is good, but you don't want to feel too much pain to the point where it actually starts to hurt. You want to feel that slight burn to make sure that your muscles are getting the proper stretch. Hydration. Hydration is always important, because if you're not hydrated, you're not gonna you're not taking care of your body. Drinking water replaces all of the lost electrolytes that we sweat out when we work out. What actually happens during water loss? Body perspires while you're working out. So, we all should know that, which means your body is losing water. The American College of Sports Medicine points out to us that you need to drink water before, during, and after workouts. Consummation of water. When you wake up from sleeping in the morning, this is daily routine. You should drink 8 ounces of water or 2 cups of water a day, in the morning every day. And then let's just say, like, if you want to go work out, you should drink water 30 minutes prior to that, 5 to 10 ounces. And depending on how long your workout is, you should drink up to 24 ounces in total, or 6 ounces of water every 15 minutes. Depends on how long your workout is again. To help determine the amount of fluid loss during your workout, if you want to do this, you can weigh yourself before and after your workout. So if you lost weight, you should add how much weight you lost out of the total, and 24 ounces of water for every pound lost to make up for the water loss that you have lost. That's a lot of loss in that loss. Body weight increases. You're drinking. You should be drinking less water. Not like that football player over there drinking that 5-gallon water bottle. That's never good. Which leads to my next point of overconsumption. So when you overdrink water, or when you overhydrate, you can potentially throw your system off balance. So where your sodium level and water level in your blood are completely different, and they're not in good shape. When this condition sets in, it causes water retention in the body itself, because the kidneys can only dispose of so much water to the bladder at a time. And so if that happens, you can have nausea, headaches, change of mental state, and then if that is left untreated, it can get progressively worse. Which is why you should never drink that much water like the football player is, because you never want to have that much water in your system.